Okay, so imagine AI that can just like tackle new problems without needing to be retrained every single time.
Yeah.
It's like having a whole bunch of different AI experts ready to go at a moment's notice for whatever you need.
Right.
That's kind of the potential of Transformer 2. This is what
Yeah.
we're diving into today.
It is a very, very clever framework that makes large language models much more adaptable
Right.
and efficient. And we've got some research papers here and some expert analysis
Yeah.
to kind of break down how it works.
Cool.
And trust me, there's some real world business applications that are fascinating.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So before we get into the magic of Transformer 2, I guess we should talk about why it's even needed in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with the where we've been doing it?
Yeah. So traditional AI fine tuning has some pretty serious limitations.
Okay.
And you could almost think of it like trying to build one giant AI brain
Okay.
that can do everything.
Okay.
You know, you train it on tons and tons of data for specific tasks,
Yeah.
but it gets really expensive.
Right.
And it's slow, and the model can even get kind of stuck in its ways.
Okay.
It's called overfitting, where if you ask it to do something even slightly different from what it's trained on, it struggles.
So it's like that friend who's really good at trivia, but can't boil an egg,
Exact.
not very adaptable.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where the idea behind Transformer 2 comes in.
Yeah, and so it was inspired,
Yeah.
by how our own brains work.
Okay.
Different parts of our brains
Yeah.
are better at different tasks,
Right.
and we can switch between them,
Yeah.
relatively effortlessly.
Yeah.
And so Transformer 2 is trying to bring that same flexibility to AI.
So how does it do that?
Yeah.
Like, are we rewiring circuits in a little robot brain or something?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
It comes down to this thing called singular value fine tuning, or SVF for short.
That's VF.
Yeah, and so instead of retraining the entire AI model,
Yeah.
SVF focuses on fine-tuning just very, very specific values
Okay.
within the AI's brain, so to speak.
Oh.
You can think about it like finding the exact knobs and dials
Okay.
that control certain skills without messing with the whole system.
So more like a targeted upgrade than a complete overhaul.
Exactly.
So it probably makes it way more efficient too.
Yeah, so it dramatically reduces the number of things you need to adjust.
Oh, wow.
Which makes it way more efficient than other methods, like LoRA, for example.
Okay.
And get this, it's almost like you're unlocking hidden potential within the AI. It becomes more expressive and capable without stuffing it with a ton of new information.
Okay, so it's working smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, but there's still this whole two-pass inference thing that I'm not really getting.
Right.
What's the secret sauce there?
Yeah, so this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Imagine the AI has a team of experts on standby. Right. So in the first pass, it analyzes whatever task you give it.
Okay.
And it figures out which expert on the team has the right skills for the job.
Okay.
Then in the second pass, it uses the chosen expert's knowledge to actually adapt itself and tackle the problem.
So it's like the AI is figuring out who to call for help, basically.
Exactly.
Based on what's going on.
Yeah.
It's an AI manager.
Exactly.
Delegating tasks.
Yeah. And this two-step process is what makes Transformer 2 so adaptable.
Okay.
It can handle a huge range of problems without needing to be specifically trained on every single one in advance.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But how does it decide which expert to call on?
Right.
Does it have like an internal AI voting system?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it kind of leads into the different ways.
Okay.
Transformer 2 can adapt itself.
Yeah.
So researchers have come up with three main strategies.
Okay.
There's prompt engineering,
Okay.
a classification expert,
Uh-huh.
and few-shot adaptation.
Lots of big words.
Yeah, so
It goes down.
Yeah, let's start with prompt engineering.
Okay.
So it's almost like giving the AI a set of clues or hints to help it understand what kind of problem it's facing. And based on those prompts, it picks the expert who seems most qualified.
So it's like giving the AI a cheat sheet.
You could say that.
Okay.
Now, the second approach, the classification expert, that's a bit more sophisticated.
Okay.
So imagine there's a dedicated AI expert whose only job is to categorize incoming tasks and direct them to the right department.
Okay. So get the right AI for the right job.
Exactly.
What about few-shot adaptation?
Yeah, so this one's my favorite.
Oh.
It's almost like giving the AI a few practice rounds before the real game.
Oh.
So you show it a handful of examples of the task.
Okay.
And it learns to combine the knowledge from multiple experts.
Oh, wow.
To come up with the best solution.
So the more information it gets, the better it can adapt.
Exactly.
It's like it's learning on the fly.
Yeah. And the really cool thing is the research actually shows a pretty clear trend.
What's that?
So the more information the AI gets, the better it adapts.
Okay.
And this few-shot adaptation method consistently gets the best results.
Really?
Across different tests.
Wow.
So it really highlights how important context is.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure our listeners are probably wondering, how does this translate into real-world stuff?
Right.
What are some examples where this could be used?
Well, imagine marketing copy that automatically tailors itself to different target audiences.
Okay.
Or online education platforms that personalize lessons.
Cool.
For each student based on their individual needs.
That's neat.
Yeah.
All right, so before we dive deeper into those, let's just take a quick pause.
Okay.
Just to let that all sink in.
So welcome back to our deep dive into Transformer².
Back again.
We were talking about how this technology could personalize everything from online education for marketing campaigns.
It really got me thinking about the possibilities. Like AI is finally catching up to the way that we learn and adapt.
It is, and that's what's so cool about this.
Yeah.
But we've only just scratched the surface.
Okay.
So let's dive into some specific business applications.
Now let's get practical.
Okay.
Where's the big impact going to be?
Well, one area I think where Transformer² could be a game changer is content creation.
Okay.
Imagine if you could feed an AI like your basic marketing message, and it could automatically generate variations of that.
Oh.
Tailored to different audiences.
So like you wouldn't have to write a different ad for Gen Z versus millennials versus baby boomers. You could just kind of give it to Transformer² and say, do your thing.
Yeah, and it's not just about different age groups.
Right.
It could adjust for like cultural nuances or regional preferences, anything you can think of.
That would be huge for businesses.
Huge.
Trying to reach the right people with the right message.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about other industries?
So another area is personalized online education.
Okay.
Right now, most online courses are very much one size fits all.
Yeah.
But what if we could create learning experiences that truly adapt to each student's needs?
That sounds cool, but I don't really get how that would work.
Yeah, so with Transformer², you could create a system that analyzes a student's learning patterns, their strengths, their weaknesses, maybe even their emotional state.
Wow.
And then adjust the content, the pacing, and the teaching style accordingly.
That's like a private tutor for every student.
Exactly. And this can be super helpful for students with learning disabilities who often struggle in traditional classrooms.
Yeah.
So Transformer² could make education more inclusive and effective for everyone.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got marketing, education. What else are you keeping an eye on?
Well, think about financial modeling.
Okay.
This is an area that requires constant adaptation.
Yeah, to market trends and all that.
To market trends, economic indicators, all sorts of complex data.
No, set it and forget it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But imagine a financial model powered by Transformer².
Okay.
It could dynamically adjust itself based on real-time data.
Oh, wow.
It could pull in insights from different financial experts, and it could even learn from past successes and failures.
So it's like having a whole team of financial analysts working 24/7.
Exactly.
Constantly refining your model.
Exactly.
So you can make better predictions.
Minimize risks, make better predictions.
That would be huge for investors.
For investors, banks, hedge funds, anyone who relies on accurate financial modeling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we've got marketing, we've got education, we've got finance. All pretty big areas.
Big areas.
What other industries are ripe for disruption?
Another exciting area is customer service.
Okay.
We've all experienced the frustration of dealing with chatbots.
Oh, tell me about it.
That can't understand our questions or provide helpful solutions.
It's like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But with Transformer², we could create customer service AI that's truly intelligent and adaptable.
Right.
It could understand complex language, it could analyze customer history, and it could even pull in relevant information from like product manuals or company policies to provide personalized support.
So no more repeating your problem 5 times.
Exactly. Imagine a customer service AI that could actually have a conversation.
Right.
Understand your frustration and give you a solution that meets your needs.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing. It would completely change how we interact with businesses.
Yeah, totally.
And one more
Go hit me.
that I find really intriguing is the impact on scientific research.
Oh, interesting.
Imagine scientists using Transformer² to analyze massive data sets, identify patterns, and even generate hypotheses.
So it's like giving scientists an AI-powered research assistant.
Exactly. It could help them sift through mountains of data.
Yeah.
And find meaningful insights that might have taken years to uncover manually.
That would speed things up.
It would speed things up tremendously, and this could accelerate discoveries in fields like medicine materials, science, climate change, you name it.
So we've got marketing education, finance, customer service, and now scientific research. The applications are kind of limitless.
That's the beauty of it. It's so versatile, and as the research continues, I think we'll only see more creative and impactful applications.
My mind is officially blown.
It's pretty amazing.
Let's pause for a second just to let our listeners catch up.
Okay.
We've gone through a lot.
We have.
We've talked about how it works, all the unique features like SVF and two-pass inference, and all these amazing real-world applications.
Yeah.
So in the final part of our deep dive, we're going to wrap things up with some key takeaways for our listeners.
Yeah, some things to really remember.
And leave you with some thought-provoking questions.
Questions to ponder.
So stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion
of our exploration into Transformer².
We'll be right back. And we are back for the final part of our deep dive on Transformer².
It's been a wild ride.
It has been. And I just want to make sure everyone listening is walking away with kind of like the big takeaways.
Yeah, for sure.
The aha moments.
The big aha moments.
What are the things people should remember?
I think for me, it really starts with singular value fine-tuning SVF.
Okay.
Like, that is such a brilliant shortcut.
Right.
That makes these models so much more practical and accessible because you don't have to retrain the entire model every time.
Right. It's like finding the right tuning knobs for the AI's skills without, like, messing up the whole orchestra.
Exactly.
And speaking of orchestras, that two-pass inference process.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of mind-blowing.
That's what makes it so adaptable.
Right, because it analyzes the problem, figures out who can handle it, and then hands it off.
Delegates the task to the right expert.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and this idea of cross-model compatibility, too.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was really fascinating.
Oh, like, imagine if different AI models could share their expert vectors and learn from each other.
Right, it's like AI open source.
Yeah, it's exactly breaking down the walls between different systems and creating this network of shared knowledge.
AI is getting smarter.
It is getting smarter.
So cool, and to think this is just the beginning to Transformer².
Yeah, it's such a young technology.
So much potential.
So much potential, and it's already... the applications are mind-boggling.
Yeah, we talked about so many.
Everything from, personalized education and dynamic marketing to revolutionizing scientific research. It could truly reshape the way we live and work.
It's like we're at the edge of this new frontier. And it's exciting, but also kind of scary.
Yeah, it is important to remember that with any powerful technology comes responsibility.
Yeah.
As we develop and refine Transformer², we need to be mindful of its impact on society.
Both good and bad.
Exactly.
We got to make sure we're building AI that serves us, not the other way around.
Absolutely.
That's why conversations like this are so important.
I agree. The more we understand about these technologies, the better equipped we'll be to shape their development.
And ensure a better future.
Exactly.
Well, to all our listeners out there, we encourage you to keep learning about AI.
Yeah, keep exploring.
And be a part of the conversation.
Because the future is unfolding right before our eyes.
And we all have a role to play.
We do.
It's been an amazing deep dive into Transformer².
It has.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into the world of cutting-edge ideas and innovations.
Until then.
See you later.